Welcome back to the deep dive. Okay, today we are going quite a distance, 120 light years out, deep into the constellation Leo, to check out a world that might just rewrite everything we thought we knew about life out there. K2-18b. Ever heard of it?
Right.
Well, the James Webb Space Telescope, the JWST, has found something pretty stunning there. Evidence of life. So our mission today, let's unpack this. Specifically, this one chemical signature they found. Dimethyl sulfide, DMS. Now, here on Earth, DMS is, well, it's only made by living things, like phytoplankton in the ocean. That's the stuff. Finding it out there suggests, well, the same kind of biological processing could be happening.
And it's not just a hint either. The signal strength, the confidence level they're reporting, it's 99.7% certain. Statistically speaking, that's huge. It basically screams this is real,
Right.
And likely indicates active biology.
99.7.
Okay.
So before we get lost in the chemistry, what is K2-18b? Give us the basics. Is it like Earth at all?
Well, yes and no. It's what we call a super-Earth, so size-wise much bigger, about 8.6 times Earth's mass. It orbits a red dwarf star, K2-18, and it is in the habitable zone, which is key. But the environment, very different. It's got this thick, hydrogen-rich atmosphere, sort of like a giant planetary blanket. That blanket keeps the surface temperature pretty stable, around 120 degrees Fahrenheit. Kind of warm, but stable.
Okay, 120 F, manageable maybe?
And beneath that atmosphere, get this, potentially vast oceans, maybe hundreds of miles deep, but not just water, likely hydrogen mixed with water, a Hycean world. Plus its star, the red dwarf. It'll burn for trillions of years. Not billions, trillions.
Trillions.
Yeah. So life, if it got started, has had an almost unimaginable amount of time to evolve.
Okay, trillions of years. That definitely gives evolution some runway. So DMS is the big headline grabber. But what else did Webb see in that atmosphere? You mentioned other clues. And I mean, are there any doubts? Could something else be making these chemicals? Maybe some weird non-biological process we haven't thought of?
Right. Good question. It leads to this idea of chemical disequilibrium. Basically, the atmosphere isn't chemically at peace. JWST did see water vapor, methane, carbon dioxide, all interesting. But just as important is what it didn't see in large amounts: ammonia.
Ammonia. Why is that important?
Because on a hydrogen-rich world like this, without life, you'd expect ammonia to be really common. Its absence is like a negative signal. It suggests something is actively removing it or preventing its formation. So you put it all together, the DMS, the methane, CO2, water, the lack of ammonia. It points towards active biology shaping the entire atmosphere. Life isn't just there, it seems to be actively managing the planet's chemistry on a massive scale, keeping it out of balance.
That's incredible. And just think about how we know this. JWST is, what, 1 million miles from Earth? Detecting these faint chemical fingerprints from 120 light years away. I mean, the technology itself is amazing. The infrared vision blocking out the star's light.
Oh, absolutely. The engineering is phenomenal. It's like spotting a specific type of smoke from a tiny campfire next to a searchlight from continents away. Its precision is just unprecedented. And what K2-18b really does, bigger picture, it kind of shatters that old idea that we need to find an Earth twin for life.
Right. We always look for planets just like ours.
Exactly. But this discovery opens the door wide open. Suddenly, these super-Earths, these Hycean worlds orbiting these super common red dwarf stars, they're prime candidates. Remember, red dwarfs make up 75% of the stars in our galaxy?
Yeah, the vast majority.
And we're seeing more hints. JWST recently looked at another potential Hycean world around CE Entil, similar temperature, about 120 F again. So K2-18b isn't necessarily a one-off. It looks like part of a pattern. We've already found, I think, over 50 potentially habitable worlds just within 200 light years, many around red dwarfs. The potential real estate for life just exploded.
So the takeaway here is pretty profound, isn't it? It really feels like we're probably not alone. The universe might be, I don't know, just teeming with life in ways we didn't expect.
It certainly shifts the perspective, doesn't it? It moves us away from feeling like we're this lonely cosmic accident, maybe towards thinking of ourselves as potential galactic citizens. It reframes the whole question. Maybe life isn't just possible. Maybe it's almost inevitable, a fundamental property of the cosmos. Definitely gives you something to think about regarding our own little place in this potentially very alive universe.